Hi there, in this video, I'm going to go over how to set up a simple website using Kajabi in 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We're going to start right now. Hi, my name is Paul Kim, and in this channel, I go over online and video marketing tips and strategies for your business. More specifically, if you have if you're in the real estate agent or real estate investor niche, this is the perfect channel, but you can apply some of these techniques and tips that I talk about in your small business as well. All right, so in this video, I just wanted to go over how quickly I can, not how quickly, but I want to show you how simple it is to create a website. And I'm going to go over it right now. And hey, let's go time it right now. Okay. All right. So I am on Kajabi website, and I'm going to log into my back end. I'm going to choose the one that I have not set up at all, which is K Madison, and that's my digital agency. And so when you click on here is the home page. And rather than customizing it, because what happens with Kajabi is that, if you want to make any changes to the home page, you can't make uh, the changes on the fly, because otherwise it'll change it. Any changes that you want to, that you make, it's going to be shown on the live website. And so what I prefer to do is I like to set up so Kajabi enables you to point a home page to a specific page. And so I'm going to use one of the landing pages. And so I'm going to create a new landing page on Kajabi. And we're going to just use the standard Premier. And we're just going to, so there, as you can see, there are other landing pages. And that's what's great about Kajabi. It has these pre-built pages that are, very well done. And so we're going to pick this standard Premier theme, and we'll call it the K Madison homepage. All right, and then we're going to create it. So it's installing the theme, and beep beep pop. All right, so now we've created the homepage. And so I'm just going to get out of this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it up, go to the settings, and then I'm going to change the home page right here. It enables you to change the home page, and I want to show the landing page, and I'm going to point it to K Madison homepage. Okay, and we can go ahead and change the branding, your logos and things like that. But for the sake of this demo, I just wanted to. We're not gonna do that. We can actually, but then all these other things can be done after the fact. So the main goal here is that, when somebody types in your domain name, you want it to go pointed to your domain. Up to this point, I've just been forwarding my domain to my Facebook page. And so I decided, okay, it's time for me to point it to my website. And so I've decided today is the day that I'm going to do that. All right, so let's go back to website. And I'm going to go to the page. And then I'm going to, it is actually published right now, but doesn't matter because right now it's not pointing, my domain is not pointing to this Kajabi. And so I'm going to customize it. And then this is it's very simple to use. Here is you click on here, and what you want to do is you want to change it to your name, K Madison, and I'm going to just change it to K Madison. You could add a logo, but for this purposes, I'm going to make it very simple. Logo text here. I'm going to change the text instead of the logo. All right. And then here on this, now, if you want to make these changes to the description here, it's just very simple. It's just you click on that section and you're able to change it. And so here, what we do, and then I'm just going to change it to we help overwhelmed small businesses simplify. I just wrote something very quick before this video, online and video marketing. I mean, so one of the things you should do is you should spend time figuring out what are some of the pages that you want to put. For example, your home page, your about page, your contact page, your blog section, and also specifically your product or services that you're providing. And so I have that written down, but I didn't want to get into the details, so I just wrote down something very simple. We help simplify video and online marketing, simplify online and video marketing. Okay, and then here, call to action. If it's something, you always want to provide something of value to anybody that lands on your page, because if once they land on your page, you want to provide something to them so that you can get their email address. And so here, what I probably going to include in here is, right now, I'm just going to put, I'll probably include my like a three video series on how to grow your business online. But for now, I'm going to probably direct them to my YouTube page, something that has content. So say, check out our YouTube page, to training, YouTube page. And then this right here on the left, you can specify to where to go to. And so I am going to go to, I'm just going to pull on my other screen, my YouTube channel for K Madison, and I'm just going to pull the URL for that, and let's oops, just hold on a second. And so pull the link, and just want to make sure the link does take you there. And so, all right, so I'm gonna copy that link here, and I just want to, well, I do want it to open in a new window. And then here, and so as you can see, a lot of this is very block. I mean, everything is block by block, and everything is, you click on it and you modify the text or the link. And so very intuitive. Now, if I don't have an image, then I could just get rid of it. Same here, I could get rid of the image, here, and maybe here, what I'll do is I'll probably later on, what I'll do here is I'm going to lead them to a like a video series where they can subscribe, and then I'll email them the video. And then here, I'm probably going to put in here, let's call it free training resources, All right, and then here, what I'll do is take a look at our free training resources to help you grow your business. And so right now, I don't have any resources that, so I'm gonna, as starting this week, I'm gonna start uploading blog posts and things like that. So, but for the time being, I'm going to direct them to the YouTube channel, and I just want to open up. So whenever you take them out of the, take somebody from your current website to an outside resources, you always want to open up a new, because you don't want to take them, you want to still keep your website still visible to them. And so you want to open in a new window. Then I want to save here. And here, maybe I'll go to check out, connect with us on Facebook. And then here, interact. Let's see, check out what's new on our Facebook page. And if you have a Facebook group, this is another place we can put it. And so here we'll go to the link, and here you can put in https facebook.com, and then put in K Madison Media. Okay, and then open up a new window. And here you can put other things, but for now, what I may want to do is I just want to get rid of this one right here. And if you go back, and here's the features. This is the featured part, and this is the hero. And so here is featured. This part is the last one here. And so these are the three features here. And maybe what you want to do is you want to take this section out, this one. And so you can delete this block, and that deletes it from here. And you want to just save it so that we have those two sections. And here are certain, and this is where, you want to go and check out maybe possibly other websites to kind of get a feel for what you may possibly put. I'm thinking here we may include, maybe go into more details about what we do here, or I may put in here how to work with us on here. So it's just a matter of playing around with this and where you want those items to be. But here is where, let's see if you go to landing pages. So let me just go back, customize. So my philosophy on, web pages is really make it simple. And when somebody lands on your website, they can tell exactly what you do and what you can provide to them, whoever's landing here. And so this is text and image. What I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this section for now, and same here. And if I ever wanted to get it back, and I'll show you how simple it is, you can add a section here. And adding, you have many different accordion, assessment, blog post, countdown time. There's so many different ways. And so if you ever wanted to add the text and image here, you can create it and you can add it right there. All right, so if you ever wanted to add it. So let's get rid of this. And then here's another section here is call to action. What do you want them to do when they scroll down? And so maybe a possible is, let's see, I was going to put call to action is another possible, put, sign up for the free 3-part video on growing your video series. The wording can be probably improved a lot. Just doing this on the fly, and so click on the link below to access the free 3-part video series. Series, okay? Call to action. You can say, get it now. Then go to the URL. Now you can specify if you want to take them to a landing page or you want to go take them directly to a opt-in. And so this opt-in, it pops up. And so right now I'm just, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave it as a URL and then open. Let's just save that for now. And then over here is your terms and privacy. You can modify those. But for now, what we're doing is we're just making it as quickly as possible so that you have a website that when people come, they'll be able to see what you're about. And so here you can modify all of the Facebook links. You can keep Madison Media. And then Twitter, I believe it's K Madison. You just make sure. Oops. Let's see. Copy and then paste. Could be K Madison Media. That's K Madison. Yep, that's me. K Madison Media. K Instagram is same thing. K Madison Media. Just make sure. Copy and paste. And that's me. And then the YouTube channel here. Copy that. And not worried about the rest of this. I could add these in later. And I just want to save it. And then now you have the page where somebody can land and they see it, and it's very simple. Nothing too extravagant, but something for them to, when somebody types in your domain, they'll land on your website. Now you can change the back here on the hero, the image that they see here. You can always get the images, background image. You can also add a video or image, and you can get suggested dimensions. You can get these from Deposit Photo or any of these other websites. I use specifically Deposit Photo, and I would not recommend getting from these free websites. Definitely, it's worth for you to pay a little bit to get images that you have copyright. You don't want to be infringing on somebody else's either videos or photos, so definitely recommend getting that. Okay, and then the next piece is you want to edit these menus, and so here you have the option to change the footer or the main menu, and for that you have to go to, let's just make sure it's saved. So always make sure before you get out, you always want to save it. Okay. So to resume with our creating the menu on the top or changing the menu, the footer on the bottom, we go to navigation here. And here is where you're able to change the terms. The page goes to terms here, and the page for privacy is here. So if you want to, the best way to find those pages is if you go to the Kajabi assistant here and you just type in terms, and you find the page for terms, and then this is where you would just go ahead and replace your name. They have a template that's already up. I would go ahead probably in the future to make updates and change it to your terms and conditions based on what you're doing in your business. But for now, they have a template, and all you gotta do is just change the name here. Not gonna go over that for the purposes of this video, and then you would just also change your privacy condition page here, and you would just type in privacy here on Kajabi Assistance, and that will take you to the private policy right there. Okay, all right. For the main menu here, which is at the top, we don't have a store, so I'm just gonna modify that, and maybe what I'll do is I'll put instead of store, I'll put blog, and then we'll put it blog, and then change that, and then we don't have about us, so usually home, then probably want to put a contact us page here after blog. We'll probably want to include our services, but right now I'm not going to go into that and go into the details because we're just creating a very simple website. And the about page, let me just save this. Save this. I believe it saves automatically. And then go to the about page, type in about us. And then here is default about us. And so I'm just going to copy what I have on my Facebook page. Very simple. Then here is later on what I'm going to go in there is put in SEO, you know, the title, description, and images that when somebody searches or finds us online, that will show up. And so I'm just going to save that, and we'll go take a look. And one thing that is missing is the contact. So in order to create a contact page, you need to create a form. Just like you know, when somebody submits their information, we'll get that email, and then they will then we can respond to if anybody wanted to contact us through this page. And so here to create the form, we'll go into this form here under marketing, under forms, and here is a default form. And so I'm going to create a new form. It says contact us form, and save. And what you want to on here is you may not want a double opt-in. Double opt-in is when you send a email, you know, saying, hey, if you want this material, please opt in. This is not necessarily that kind of form where they're where they're trying to get information. They're just trying to contact you. So we're not going to do a double opt-in. And so you just want your name, email, and possibly a let's see if this is required, and the same for the name is required. And maybe you might want to create a phone number that is optional. Here you don't need, you could put in here parentheses, optional. And then now this is another automation. We're not going to get into that, which is great, so that if somebody were to ever opt into any of your forms, you could automatically add them into your newsletter email sequence, which is, you know, part of Kajabi. And so now you have this form, and so you want to send a notification. And so in this case, you put in an email address where you want to get notified when somebody submits that information. You can actually connect it to a third party. I used to use ConvertKit before, but I don't. I've now migrated everything over into Kajabi just for the to keep everything in one platform. And then you want to, if you want to send them to a custom thank you page, for this one, I don't think it's necessary because they're just going to be on that one page. All right, so now we're going back. Now we save the form, and now we're going to go back to website, and we're going to quickly build a contact us page. And so here, we're just going to create a new page, and we're going to create a page that kind of resembles something that says contact us. And so maybe this one looks like a pretty, so we'll use that form. Okay, and then we'll say contact us. And then so that's creating that landing page for that. So here on the head, you want to show the header in this case, because this is, even though this is a landing page, you have the ability to just create it as a page. And so you have the ability to change to text, and we want to change that to K Madison to reflect. So one of the bad things about Kajabi, even so, I mean, Kajabi is easy to use, but at the same time, you know, it does take a little bit more work in building out the website, and there's no way to make the pages congruent. You just have to make the pages all, you know, make the changes to all of the websites individually. Show menu, and then the main menu, and then we want to save here. Okay, and then here is maybe just say, you know, please, let's just say, please fill out the form. Just please fill out the form to contact us. All right, so something very simple here, right? And then here is where you would use the form that we just submitted, contact us. And then here it is, contact us. Okay, and then you want to just change, don't want it to say save my size. It says, let's see, send it now, something like that. No, not necessarily a thank you page. And then we're just gonna save this and go back. And then we're gonna just get rid of all these sections here. This is opt-in, this is the features. So we just want to get rid of, you have the option to delete, features, delete, call to action, delete. And then now the footer, we have, now we want to show the footer as part of the page. So you want to stay consistent across the board. And then click on this to change it into the name of your company. All right. And then if you have a logo, you can show the logo. Just what I would do is just when you have finalized your logo, when you finalize your heading and your footer, and I will go ahead and make that consistent across all of your pages. That's what I would do. And then, and even the colors as well. All right, so then you would also change these as well. Okay, Madison Media. Then I'm just going to copy this And what I usually do is for each of my clients, when I do this, I put all of this information on a sheet that we onboard clients, and we have all of their social media profiles or their links in a separate file, and it's just a matter of copying them over. And so then we now have this page, and now when they able to contact us, then we'll be able to respond to them accordingly if there is any. And so I'm just gonna click save, and then we're gonna go back to the navigation to change that top menu. Okay, and then instead of having the library, I may have to just, yes, this one is just gonna be deleted. And let's see if I can delete it here. Okay, so I delete that. And then I would add the link to a page, and the page will be contact us. And then, oops, oh, not a page, it's actually a link. So that didn't save. So I just want to go, I have to go back and find that link to that contact page. And so copy the link, and then go back to navigation. And then I would add a link and then call it contact us. And then now you can probably put a backspace contact us, because so that way when the domain, now it's just a matter of changing the domain, and for that it's just a matter of going through this procedure here of see where it is, custom domain. And so here I would go through the procedure of changing the domain, and so that when somebody types in kmadison.com, they'll land here. I will show you exactly the steps on how to do this in another video. And so this is pretty much it. And so when we click on here, this is a very basic website, nothing fancy. The way that I look at, just from many years, I always believed in that, the number of, like looks, you don't have to have a perfect website. You don't have to have, millions of followers to have a business. I mean, business is providing value to your end consumers, or the people that are interested. I mean, as long as you provide value and they're willing to pay for it, that's a business. And so you don't have to have a perfect website, but if what you want to convey is the value that you can provide. All right, so that's it for building your website using Kajabi. There's a lot more things that you can customize and set up, but for the time being, for you to get started using Kajabi, and the next step is now to go out and provide value to your end consumers. All right, so if you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and make sure to subscribe to the channel to get future videos. All right, until next time.